Catherine in Las Vegas. Hey, Catherine, what's up?
Hey, Tom. First-time caller, and first of all, the phrase I think you were looking for before was Republicans fall in love and Democrats fall in love and Republicans fall in line.
You're right. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. And with respect to the education, prisons, and whatnot, that's not what I called in for, but the whole problem with profit in that is that in those situations, you're not a customer. It's not like I pick when I'm going to buy a TV. You don't pick when you get sick or go to prison or whatnot. But my original thing I called about, so I actually am a delegate who just participated in the Democratic County Convention in Clark County, which is like 3/4 of the population of the state of Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
And the story I keep hearing is that, the narrative, the Bernie supporters, so much more enthusiastic, showed up. The Hillary people just didn't show up. And, Bernie took over this more many seats that are going to go to the state convention. Well, that's not the story. It leaves out the reason why so many people were not there. And it starts from the caucuses, where everyone who was signed up as a delegate was supposed to get this pink receipt ticket that gives you your delegate number and your location and whatnot. Half the locations didn't have them, ran out. In my location, the people did not even ask about getting delegates. I said, whoa, wait, as people were leaving, we haven't picked our delegates yet. And now, mind you, there's 4 of us, 3 Hillary delegates, 1 Bernie delegate. 3 of us were interested in going on to state. So we're talking both sides, and this is not one person.
Mm-hmm.
So you get up towards the convention. Now, we knew it was coming up in 2 months. We knew the date, but that's all we knew. No one ever contacted us. No one called, no one emailed, no one, nothing. I tried to call the county and the state Democratic Party for weeks. Nobody answered phones. Nobody returned messages.
Really?
Tried to contact the campaign.
And you're a Hillary delegate, right?
Correct.
Wow.
Tried to contact the campaigns. Couldn't get in touch with anybody because a lot of the offices were not there once, they moved on to different states after the caucuses happened. So then I happened to be called because I was somebody who had volunteered for the caucuses. I happened to be called to be invited to now this is 4 people sharing information, couldn't get the information.
Mm-hmm.
I happened to be called to be invited to a thank you party for everyone who volunteered for the caucuses. When I had that person on the phone, I said, please tell me, what do we do? This was only 10 days prior to the county convention happening. He gave me the email of someone to contact. He CC'd me on an email where they said they're having an informational meeting in 2 days from now. So I called all my friends. We got there. That's how we got the website that you have to go to register on.
Wow.
Okay. Had we not done this, and they only just started doing caucuses in Nevada. So most people, this was their first caucus and had no idea the process or how this worked.
Right.
So the informational meeting we go to gave us sort of a fact sheet. So I went online. Now, they were taking people's registration there. A lot of those people who turned in their registration sheets, the registration sheets were never turned in and never submitted online. Then I registered online. I get something back from Eventbrite that tells me my ticket's ready to print. Not only is there no ticket, it tells me there were only 25 tickets left. I'm put in the system as an alternate. I wasn't an alternate. I was a first delegate in my precinct.
In other words, the system was basically all screwed up.
Oh, but it gets worse.
Catherine, I'm sorry, we're out of time. I would love to know how it gets worse. We'll be back. Thank you for the call, Catherine. We'll be right back. It's 28 minutes past 3. Catherine, you're back on the air.
Yeah, I'll try to make this as fast as I can. So basically, when you were sent the invite, after you found the website, a lot of people just found it on Facebook pages and stuff. The confirmation that it sent you said that you were not required to be present, which was absolutely false. If you didn't show up, you didn't get counted.
Is this from the party?
So a lot of people. Correct. This was from the Democratic Party.
Wow.
So then when you showed up, people were encouraged to show up the day before to check in. Starting at 5 o'clock at the time that it was supposed to start, there were already 5-hour lines with no food and no bathrooms. I left at midnight and the line was still stretching way down the street of a strip mall around the corner. So then you fast forward to the next day, huge lines again. Get there, the signage is not telling people where to go. People that weren't checked in yet, it was sending them in the direction that just went to the seats to sit down. I mean, there was so much that went into it that you cannot fault anybody who wasn't there. We were four people who were trying to go on to state. So we were desperately trying to find this information, and between the four of us could barely get it. But the bigger point is that, this is a caucus. When it comes down to it, Bernie's winning the caucus states, Hillary's winning the primary states in general. And you can see how when 2 days before both campaigns are scrambling to find people to fill seats and get them the correct information, that people who are younger, college students, maybe have service jobs, are much more able to, in 2 days with the drop of a hat, show up and be somewhere, whereas people who have careers and on a Saturday in Vegas where most people work, as opposed to a city where Saturdays most people are off, just don't have the opportunity to be there.
Do you think it could be, Catherine, that some of those folks who showed up because Harry Reid negotiated 3 hours of paid time off for them to go caucus for Hillary, if they weren't being paid on the weekend, they said, hey, I'm not going to show up?
It has nothing to do with weren't being paid. It has to do with not being able to take off work.
Okay.
A lot of
which is functionally the same thing, I guess.
Vegas, Nevada. Well, being here in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's a tourist town. So people work on Saturdays, and a lot of jobs you are not allowed to request.
Sure, that makes perfect sense. Catherine, thanks for the call and thanks for the follow-up. And boy, time to turn that into a primary, isn't it?
To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.